Hi, my name is Carlo Sands, and I'm here to welcome you to the Strongboard family. I help you also to get familiar with the board, how to get on and off safely, and also the 6 different positions to help you to create your own workouts. The Strongboard is an evolution of fitness and in the balance board industry because it's the only board on the market that has a patented multi-spring technology. So what that means is that no matter what level you're at, you're never going to be 100% stable. So what that ensures is to recruit every single muscle throughout your full workout.
Here's how we're going to start by getting on the Strongboard. You're going to place one foot on top of the board with all your weight, so the top of the board touches the bottom. Now take your other foot and bring it out to the side, put your weight on it, and now this will make the board even. Make sure to keep knees slightly bent and chest up as shoulders are back to keep your balance on the board. To get off the board, place your weight onto one side, take your other foot, place it on the ground, and you're off. Practice stepping on and off the board a few times, alternating with which foot you start with. Once you get familiar with the board, add some small squats. Remember to keep your hips back as you squat. Now let's try setting one leg on the board. Place one foot in the middle of the board with the springs and step off and switch sides, repeat. Position 1 is with 2 feet on the board. Here are some exercises you can do in position 1. We're going to start out with a basic squat. And with all of these exercises, later on you can also add weights, bands, medicine balls, or anything else you can think of. Next exercise, we have windmills. With this move for beginners, as you come down, touch your knee. With intermediate, touch your shin, and for advanced, touch your toes. Position 2 is with 1 foot on the board. For the first exercise, we're going to take it into reverse lunge. For beginners, you can just keep your foot on the ground and do a regular lunge. If you want a little more advanced, add a knee lift. Next is a Romanian split lunge. Place your back foot on the middle of the board and your front foot should have a long stride, keeping your knee over the ankle. For beginners, do a regular lunge, and for an advanced option, add a little hop but stay low. Here is a straight leg deadlift, which is great for glutes and hamstrings. Keeping the chest up and reach for the knee. Option, you can keep your leg back or you can bring the knee up. From here, we're going to progress into a lunge. Now you can see it from the front view. To challenge your balance even more, come up with a knee lift and pause a couple seconds and return back down into that lunge. Our last progression is a side squat. Here you can keep just a squat or you can add the lift. If you want a little extra calorie burn, our next move is a lateral jump leap. Challenge yourself on how high you can jump. Moving into position 3 is with 2 hands on the board. Our first move is a burpee. As you see here, you have the option to use the board for an extra weight. Now we're coming to everyone's favorite move, the push-up. The board will allow you to become stronger because it gives you an extra challenge. From here, we're going to progress into the mountain climber. This will really fire those abs. Switch climbers can be a low impact option to strengthen up the abs and core. Position 4 is now with 1 hand on the board. We're going to start out with an uneven push-up. This push-up can be done all on one side, on knees and toes, or you can alternate it. We can progress into a rotational side plank. With the rotation, allow those feet to turn so you can open up the hips and the chest. The balanced arm extensions are great for strengthening the core and can be done on your knees. You can also add a weight for tricep extensions and back rows. Time to work the other side. Add more weights into the fingers to take away pressure off the wrists. If that becomes too much still, you can drop to your forearm and still continue the moves. Let's work those abs in position 5 as we sit on the board. You will need to find a spot that you can position yourself on the board, and usually this is in a forward position. We're going to start out with V-sits. For beginners, place your hands on the ground behind you, extend those legs, and pull the knees into chest. For an intermediate option, place your hands on the board behind you. Be sure to keep the chest up to activate more abs and to relieve pressure in the lower back. These moves would challenge all 4 sections of your abs to get that six-pack you've always been wanting. Position 6 is using the Strongboard as a weight. The Strongboard itself weighs 15 pounds and can be used in addition to balancing. As we saw before with this burpee, you can take the weight and press it overhead. Next is a bicep curl. Keep those elbows back and allow the board to touch the thighs for full range. Remember to brace the abs during these movements. We're coming back to the reverse lunge by adding the Strongboard as a weight in the upper body. Option 1 is to keep the board close to you. Option 2, press the board away from the chest as you step back. This will add additional weight to the upper body and core. Time to work the triceps with this overhead extension. Use a split stance to keep pressure out of the lower back and keep those elbows pointed towards the front to allow those triceps to work. This could be considered more of an advanced option, so if you have shoulder issues, please find a different option. To build stronger shoulders, let's take it into a front shoulder raise. Keep those elbows slightly bent and lift the board parallel to the ground. Strongboard is perfect for every fitness level, whether you're a beginner or a professional athlete, and we invite you to create your own individual workouts through the videos on our website. And welcome to Strongboard.